I thought we did a great job starting the game off with a defensive mindset. I think it was a carryover from last game in Columbus playing the Cavs. But the ball movement was terrific. Shot selections were good. We were getting good looks. And that came off of our just making extra passes. Our defense really set the game up. When we get defensive stops, we're pretty difficult to stop in transition.
What about the off-ball movement? It's like Brad in particular was able to get in the paint and cause havoc just by reading defenses fall asleep, ball watching John.
Yeah, that's John does demand a lot of attention, and rightfully so. He has great ability to get into the teeth of the defense, and our perimeter guys are really doing a good job of finding open cuts to the basket. And I thought Otto's one of the best at doing it. And then Brad is, he did it a few times tonight. But we have to continue to work on our spacing and work on our timing. When do we make those cuts? There's some times where we don't want you to cut and you have to space out. But I thought the balance was really good tonight. But our passing was, 33 assists is pretty good.
Speaking of cuts, is what we saw the other night with the team that you expect to start the season with? How much can you take out who played and who didn't based on going into the season?
Well, I think it's pretty close on who's going to play, who's going to start, without naming it right now. But you got a pretty good look. We just want to keep building on how we play. We don't want to play game to game basketball. We want to demand from ourselves that we play a certain way, and we do it every night. And today we were very good defensively. We scored off of our defense. We got a lot of good looks off of our defense. We're active with our hands. But I thought we have a good team, and we just have to keep building on what we do.
Scott, in a perfect world, you can keep everyone on this roster that's went through this grind with you, but you talked about it in the pregame, you said it all preseason about the tough decisions. For some of these kids that haven't played in these last 2-3 games, what are we to assume by them not playing if a decision has been made or not?
I've said it all along. There's 1,000 great things about being a head coach, and there's a few not so good things, and making cuts is one of those things that it's personal to me. I've been in that position many times, and I make sure that we give all of our players a fair crack at making the team, and it's not predicated on game minutes, because game minutes they're hard to get, because you have to get a good balance of your guys that are on the team, starters, guys coming off the bench, and rotations. But we've given everybody on our team a good opportunity during practice and some during games. We got to make that decision soon, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Whoever it is, it's not what they did not do. It's we just have to pick. We have to pick 3 guys, 2 or 3 guys, and we have to pick. And this is the first time in my coaching career that all 6 guys really deserve to be on an NBA team, and unfortunately, you can't have that.
Coach, if Trey Burke is playing backup point guard, do you envision a role for Satoransky in the rotation to start the season, or do you prefer a more traditional shooter off the bench?
Well, I think Thomas has given us great versatility, and but you have to. It's hard to play 10, 11 guys in an NBA game. I like to get our guys, a 9-guy rotation. Occasionally, some 10 guys. Maybe the 10th guy doesn't play as many minutes. But Thomas has done a great job. He's. We knew. I mean, I wasn't with the team when they drafted him a few years back. They knew what we were getting. The guy's a competitor. He has that play hard gene that you want guys to always have. And in this league, it's not the case, but with him, it is. And you have to find minutes. If I don't find minutes, he's going to keep pushing in practice. He's not one of those guys that's going to sit down and relax. He's going to keep getting better. And he's a young player in this league, and he's going to have some ups and downs, and my job is to continue to push him to be better every day and keep his confidence up if he doesn't get the playing time right off the bat.
Scott, besides obviously preparing now for the Hawks, from tomorrow until Thursday, have you done enough? Have they done enough to get themselves ready to play? And if not, how do you use these next couple of days to get them prepared?
Well, we're going to use them. There's no question tomorrow we're going to come back to work. This game is behind us. We learned from it. We pick things that we like and we pick things that we don't like and try to get better going into the next day in practice. But you don't rest on a win, and then you don't get too down on a loss. And you just have that we come to work every day mentality. And tomorrow we will come to work and figure out ways to get better as a group. We'll take the day off Sunday and come back Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and fly out to Atlanta. But there's still a lot of things that we want to keep getting better. And you know, once when the season starts, it doesn't mean you can't stop improving and working on the individual work and working on team development. And our guys will continue to do that. But I'm excited about the group. I think our guys have really done a good job of putting ourselves in a position to have success. And now we just got to go out and do it.
During training camp, is there anything in particular you learned about either the team as a whole or any individual player that you think will help the Wizards have a successful season?
I think we have a very good basketball team. We have a good mix of good veteran players with some young players, and with John being an all-star and Brad, you know, has a chance to be one. And I like the chemistry that they play with. You know, we don't want our two best players to watch each other. We want them to play with one another and feed off of one another and help the team move the scoreboard on offense and demand defensive toughness out of each other on defense. I can go down the list. Our bench is good. We had a lot of good pickups, and I like the guys. My job is just to find what works. And I tell our guys, you know, you have to just play your minutes hard. There's some nights you're going to get, you know, more minutes than other nights, but what's more important is we focus on playing good minutes and focus on winning the basketball game, making winning plays for one another, and then move on to the next game.
Coach, can you talk about Bradley Beal, 9 assists, no turnovers?
That's I like it. I like it, right? There's not much else to say. I mean, anytime you have a 9 assists, 0 turnovers, that's a great ratio. That's NBA all-time record. If he can hand that, maybe, who knows, he can go a season without turnovers. A lot of pressure on him.
Thanks, guys.
He'll probably turn it over the first play of practice tomorrow. See you guys.